Hello everyone. Guys, as you can see, there is so many vacancy in upcoming 2021 nursing exam. So you should prepare yourself daily basis. In ESIC exam, they prepare questions like basic type. So you need to prepare theory portion also. So let's get started. Varicella vaccine provide protection against option A chickenpox, option B dengue, option C encephalitis, option D meningitis. So guess your correct answer and write it down in the comment box. So the right answer is chickenpox. Varicella vaccine provide protection against chickenpox. Option 2. Question number 2. Mission Indradhanush program is related to option A immunization, option B breastfeeding, option C female education, option D nutritional supplementation. So the right answer is option A immunization. Why? Mission Indradhanush was launched by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India on 25 December 2014. The objective of this mission is to ensure that all children under the age of 2 years as well as pregnant women are fully immunized with 7 vaccine preventable diseases. The diseases are diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, TB, polio, hepatitis B, measles. Guys, please write it down on your notebook. The 7 vaccines are diphtheria, pertussis or whooping cough, tetanus, tuberculosis, polio and hepatitis B, measles. Moving on to the next question. Peripheral pulmonic stenosis may be seen in all except Williams syndrome, option B Alagille syndrome, option C rubella syndrome, option D CMV. So the correct answer is option D CMV. In this question they asked except. So why it is CMV? Explanation is a familial tendency has been recognized in some patients with peripheral pulmonic stenosis. A high incidence is found in infants with congenital rubella syndrome. The combination of supravalvular aortic stenosis with pulmonary arterial branch stenosis, idiopathic hypercalcemia of infancy, and mental retardation is known as Williams syndrome, a condition associated with deletion of the elastin gene in region 7q11.23 on chromosome 7. Peripheral pulmonic stenosis is also associated with Alagille syndrome, which may be associated with a mutation in the JAK1 gene. So the next question is meningoencephalitis refers to option A meningeal irritation sign without meningitis, option B meningitis without meningeal irritation sign, option C headache leads to meningitis, option D it occurs commonly in adults. So the right answer is Option A, meningeal irritation site without meningitis. Why? Meningism, also called meningismiosis or pseudomeningitis, is a set of symptoms similar to those of meningitis but not caused by meningitis. Next question. Commonly used shunt in hydrocephalus management. Option A, ventriculoatrial. Option B, ventriculoperitoneal. Option C, ventriculopericardial. Option D, ventriculopleural. The correct answer is ventriculoperitoneal. Option B, ventriculoperitoneal. Why? Because cerebrospinal fluid shunting is required for the treatment of many children with hydrocephalus. The procedure uses a silicone rubber device with a proximal portion of inserted into the ventricle, a unidirectional valve and a distant segment that diverts the CSF from the ventricles to the peritoneal cavity, ventriculoperitoneal shunt. The next question is question number 6. Clinical feature of hypothyroidism in a newborn are all except option A, sluggishness. Option B, large tongue. Option C, large posterior fontanelle. Option D, mental retardation. So the right answer is mental retardation. Here they asked except. So clinical features of hypothyroidism in a newborn is birth weight more than average, prolongation of physiological jaundice, feeding difficulties, respiratory difficulties, large tongue, sluggishness, poor activity, somnolence, umbilical hernia, large posterior fontanelle, mental retardation cannot be seen at birth. Okay, and the next question is birth weight of a newborn baby is 3 kg. What is the expected weight of the baby at 1 year of age? Option A, 6 kg. Option B, 9 kg. Option C, 12 kg. Option D, 15 kg. Here, weight of a child triples at 1 year of age. So the weight is 3 into 3. They have given newborn baby is 3 kg. So it's triple by 1 year of age. So the equation will be 3 into 3, that is equal to 9 kg. So birth weight doubles at 5 months of age, or at 1 year of age birth weight triples. So the correct answer is option B, 9 kg. The next question is a child is diagnosed with Wilms tumor. During assessment, the nurse expects to detect option A, gross hematuria. Option B, dysuria. Option C, oliguria. Option D, abdominal mass. So the right answer is option D, abdominal mass. Why? The most common sign of Wilms tumor is a painless, palpable abdominal mass, sometimes accompanied by an increase in abdominal girth. Gross hematuria is uncommon, although microscopic hematuria may be present. Usually abdominal palpation is contraindicated in this group of patients. Next question, question number 9. Structure with functional closure immediately after birth. Option A, foramen ovale, option B ductus venosus, option C ductus arteriosus, option D umbilical artery. So the right answer is foramen ovale, option A foramen ovale. Ductus venosus is open until day 7 of life. The functional closure of foramen ovale occurs soon after birth, whereas anatomical closure takes weeks to months. The last and important questions of this block. Question number 10. Drug used for closing patent ductus arteriosus in a newborn is option A paracetamol, option B ibuprofen, option C mefenamic acid, option D prostaglandin. So the right answer is option B ibuprofen. Both indomethacin and ibuprofen are equally effective in closing PDA with closure rate of 70 to 80%. Ibuprofen appears to be a better option with its better safety profile and reduced NEC rates. So, thanks